he was past president of the region. But as I said, I'd like to welcome you all to Moreton Bay and to this fantastic facility, the Morayfield Sports and Events Centre. It's just been doubled in size recently. $4.5 million was invested into this facility. So next door over there, have a look. It's state of the art. There's grandstands here, like a remote control, and all the grandstands can roll out. And so it's
Right, welcome to the Morayfield Sports Complex here, up here at Morayfield for tonight's game. And tonight's game is the English side. They're over here to play the Queensland Maroons. They played North Queensland earlier on in the week and defeated them. It was about 60 points to 12. So obviously England ended up in a fine form. They're the second best nation in the world at Wheelchair Rugby League. Queensland side. Go through the Queensland side actually. The captain of the side, Dave Bretherton. He is co-captain with Sean Hurry. The other players, James Hill, Zach Shoemaker, Adam Tannick, Corey Mostrin, Matt Collins, Gag McAlpine, Giles Harris and Bailey McKenna. And the English team, number 1, you'll see the numbers on the English team. Number 1 is Nathan Collins, number 2 is Joe Coyd, number 3 James Simpkins, number 4 Sebastian Bacara, number 5 Lewis King, number 6 Jack Brown, number 7 Tom Halliwell, number 8 Ryan Richardson, number 9 Wayne Broadman and number 10 James Hazel. The game, just like a normal game of rugby league, is 40 minutes, as you can see on the bottom of the screen there. Just because we're in wheelchairs, they don't play any shorter periods. It's still the full 40 minutes. Queensland winning the toss a little bit earlier and deciding to kick off. The 2 referees for today's game. We've got Tim, who's the lead referee, as you can see out in the middle now, and Fred, who's the defence referee. So just getting ready to go. Tim, he has a look, and it's kick-off time, and we're off here. It's a kick-off, well picked up by the number 2, Joe Coyd, and he takes the first tackle. Tag off, some good defence. Good defence by Queensland early, but getting up there must get the tags off to constitute the tackle. So that's a third tackle. We're up just over the halfway line, and it's a penalty to Queensland. Tim right on the ball. The referee in Queensland will now over into the halfway. So this is their first time attacking up the far end. The tag there, just a nice easy hit up there. So that's tackle 3. Gets it back up to the captain of the side. Queensland looking good. He's chipped over the top, but it's just gone a little bit too far. So it'll be brought back out to the, well, I was going to say the 20-metre line, but it's probably not the 20-metre line in the wheelchair. But so it's the number 3, which is James Simpkin, taking the first tackle. And it's the 8 this time. It's Ryan Richardson making some great yards, some great ball. Down to the fall. That's going to be a penalty. Yes. Grab of the shirt. A little bit of banter there between the number 4 Sebastian Bacara and the Queensland captain Dave Bretherton. So England get the first chance in the first half to put some points onto the board, and it's number 4 Sebastian Bacara taking the first hit up. Puts a tag on, gets back to 9. Oh, there's heavy collision. Number 8 Ryan Richardson, but he's all right. He's back up and let's play the ball. Thought it was a lost ball, but no. The ref said no. The ball, hang on. It's an intercept to race away. Has he got the pace? I'm not sure he's got the pace. Grady stepped inside. Is he going to get there? Oh, just not enough pace there by Bailey McKenna. Hang on, is he in? The referee says he is in. So a great first try, Zach Shoemaker. watch the replay. Bailey McKenna here, he just didn't have enough pace. Great inside, he veered across, he got caught. But then they seem to have the numbers there. A bad miss tag by Joe Coyte has enabled Zach Shoemaker to score the first try. And the conversion, hits the upright and bounces back. So Queensland on the board first, Queensland 4. England yet to score, so England attacking up the far end there. A drop ball. And Bailey, he nearly raced the whole length of the field there, but he got run down. Veered back across, got caught. And then Zach Shoemaker did the rest. So it's a kickoff. It's a short kickoff, but hang on. Very solid. Very solid contact there. Number 4, that was Sebastian Bacara. James Hill takes the hit. He's all right. He's back up. Moves back out to the wing. Kick for touch is a great touch finder. There's nobody back there. He didn't go out on the full bounce in the field of play and went out, but that's all it has to do. Now Queensland on the attack again. Another try here now early would be good for Queensland. The Queensland captain takes the first hit up. Takes some very solid hits first up. Up to the captain. They're moving the ball around a bit. But the English defence, very solid on their line. Another tag ripped off. They're coming this side. There's 3 of them. It's a drop ball. And the referee, Tim, the attacking one, says that's a knock on. So England hold on. Queensland. The captain, Dave Brethren, he's looking over and says, I'm a little bit buggered. Get a replacement on for me. So the replacement, they're subbing him off now. So Dave Brethren comes off and Adam Tannock replaces him. So it's England's turn with the ball. What can they do with it? It's been all Queensland in the last few minutes. And it's a 9 this time. It's the number 9, Wayne Broadman, who some nice solid contact. And there's a rollover. Number 4, Sebastian Bacara. He's in the action a fair bit. Another good tag. I think that's about the 3rd tag. So it goes to Broadman again. He chips ahead, but the ball's gone. No, it's Queensland's taken the ball into touch, so that means it's a dropout for the Queensland side. England starting to work themselves into this game. They're looking very good. Queensland drop the ball out, and it's a good dropout. Goes over the halfway line, and it finds touch over the halfway line. So that's a great dropout by Queensland. So we're 7 minutes gone, or 6.5 minutes gone actually, in the England-Queensland game. England have looked good. That was a great run by number 2, Joe Coyte. So great run to the 4, to the 3. The 3, which is James Simpson. But a bad pass in the touch, but the referees, he was playing the advantage. They were offside, Queensland, he says. Played the advantage. So England will get the ball now with a full set right on the Queensland line. So just waiting for the ball here. England, what have they got there? They look like they're doing a move. Not the first one anyway. James Simpson takes the first one, but they're all coming around. The ball goes out from 9 to 8. And number 8 scores. That's Ryan Richardson. Scores from a great ball from Wayne Broadman. Wayne Broadman's been in a lot of the action. As we watch the replay there, they were quick out straight onto the 8. And it's a try in the corner. to Ryan Richardson. Wayne Broadman, the number 9, will take the kick at goal from basically out on the sideline. So we're all locked up at 4-4. Just angling the ball. Just looking where the posts are there. We've got any kicks, and the second one's hit the upright. So the Queensland kickers hit the upright. As we watch the replay again, they took a nice settler down the blind side there, and then they rushed back this side. Went from the 3, he's evaded it, to the 9, to the 8, try in the corner. So it's probably quite easy in the end, that try to the English side. So Queensland will want to hit back. It's 4-4 after 9 minutes of play. So England are a little bit, probably a little bit shell-shocked a little bit early there when Queensland, but the old anti-climax there. They all rush up, and just as they get up there, the ball falls off the big tee in the middle of the field. So, the angle, here we go, take 2. So, good kick off, it's hit the post, it's very good. Oh, great result for the Queensland side. The ball's hit the upright, bounced into the in-goal area. They got down there really quick, put the pressure on the English side, and then the English side had to take the ball over the dead ball line. So it's a drop out. Oh, great take. Great take by Zach Shoemaker. And he was a bit hooked up there. So they take it on. It's a bad ball, but it's well picked. Oh no, he's saying knocked on. So the advantage that Queensland had has just evaporated through a little bit of pressure through number 9, Wayne Broadman. He's been very solid so far, and here they come. Number 4 takes Sebastian Picari. He's taken a few hit-ups. It's Wayne Broadman's turn this time. Broadman, Sebastian, it's inside ball. I think that's a knock-on. The ball will go in the touch, and it is. And the referee, Tim, says yes, it is a knock-on. Queensland ball. Ball boy floats it back out. Queensland take the first tackle. That's the second tackle. Second tackle. He went around the corner. He tried the one hand around the corner, but just as he got hit, it was James Hill. Just as he got hit there, the ball that he was going to throw, he probably needed to throw it a little bit earlier there. It hit his hand and the ball went forward in the touch. And now it's England's turn with the ball again. So they bring it back to the centre where the ball was thrown. And here they go. England, no, it's a forward pass. A little bit of, basically a little fundamental error there by the English side. That's just, so we've got 6 tackles. James Hill taking the hit up. So Queensland looking good. Darren McKenna. So here they go, attacking the line. That's James Hill. Taking there, looking for a quick ball, but there was no one there. Great hands. Great hands, Shoemaker again, the try scorer for the Queensland side. And here they go. Oh, this is great play. Bailey McKenna. Let's watch that on the... What a play from the Queensland. Watch this on the replay here. Shoemaker takes the... They think they're going the other side. He gets back and he throws it out. McKenna comes this side. And it's try time. He loves it. He fist bumps the crowd up at the scoreboard end. What a try from Queensland. They're now 8-4 and we've been playing about 12 and a half minutes and we have a kick from the touchline. Kicks it and it swings away across the face of the goals, but the Queensland Maroons they're 8 as we watch the replay once again. Look at him come down there. Great ball. Try in the corner. And wasn't he a happy man? So I'm sure the coaches of the Queensland side, JJ Adaheeva and Darren McKenna, they would be very happy what they've seen so far in the first 14 odd minutes there. As his Queensland team over the top of this English team by 8 points to 4. So all some solid contact straight up. And the referee says no, that's over vigorous. Pushed him when you hit him. They take the kick for touch, which hasn't found touch. Great ball. 2 come in for the tackle, for the tag. And they rip it off. Back at marker. So here it is. This is number 2. This is Joe Coy. Take it back. Take it back, he says. Coyd. Here they go. It's the 8, Ryan Richardson. He's been taking a lot of the hard work, but he gets the ball out quick. Oh, Wayne Broadman. He had a bit of a look, I think. Had a bit of a look at the defence coming up, and he's spilt it. And Queensland get the ball back. Just on 14 and a half minutes gone there, so it was over. And there was nothing foully in it. The ref says that's the second tag. That's number 2 against Joe Coyd. He's going in very hard. It's a forward pass. The ref right there, Tim. He says no. I'm standing right there, and it's gone forward. So England will have the ball. And here it is. The man who's been ducking and weaving as he went forward there, Ryan Richardson. He's had a very solid game so far, Ryan Richardson. That's the first tag. Broadman's having a bit of a talk to Sebastian Becara, saying, but Broadman said, I'll take the next hit up. He gets it to Becara. Becara to the 10. Over in the corner and over on the far side. The referee says, yes, that's a try. It's James Hazel who scored in the corner through Wayne Broadman, who got it on the Sebastian Becara. He gets it onto Hazel. The defence comes across, but the defence is not quick enough. And it's a try to that man that you see on the screen there now, number 10, James Hazel. So we're all locked up now. It's 8-all with a kick to come for the English side. So it's Wayne Broadman to take the kick for goals. Watching him warm up a little bit earlier out there. He seems to be doing most of the kicks, most of the kickoffs for the English side. So I presume he's the best at it. So that's why he's got the job. And there he is, trying to line it up. He'll move back. Look at the post. He hit the upright on his first kick from wide out, but that was on the other side of the field, and he whacks it this time. Just not enough oomph in the hand. As the replay comes again, the first contact by the 4, Becara there, bumped him across there. He got a great ball out, and Broadman gets a well-earned rest. He's been on for the first 17 minutes there, and he's done a great job. So we're all locked up, 8-all. Queensland to kick off, and off they do. They kick off, and hang on. Queensland get the ball back through Bailey McKenna. He's looked very good for the Queensland Tide too, Bailey McKenna. He's hurt his hand actually there, he's shaking it. Some solid contact. Zach Shoemaker. Oh, they've lost it, Queensland. England pick it up, and it's 1. So some bad defence. Some bad attacking plays. Sorry, by the Queensland team. They retrieved it from the kickoff, but they let it slip. And here they go. Oh. great by the last try scorer, James Hazel. No. So the ref says no. There'll be a play of the ball. And it's over to number 1, Nathan Collins, who's on the field now. No, it's a missed defence there, Nathan Collins. And he's tagged it. There's one man down for the Queensland side in the back. That's it, some great sportsmanship by the English team to help him back to his wheels. So it's Queensland's turn with the ball. That's it. What have they got? They got a little bit of a flick. Oh no, he's lost the ball. He went to pull it in. I think that was James Hill. Went to pull it in, but unfortunately couldn't hold it, and he spilled it forward. The ref says it's a double knock on, and Queensland the first knock on. So England with the ball. Number 4 takes the first hit up. Sebastian Bakara gets it to the 7, tries to sneak his way through, which is Tom Halliwell, to the 4, onto the 8. A missed tackle has allowed Ryan Richardson go in beside the post. It was a bad missed tackle as we watch the replay here. I think it was Bailey McKenna missing this one here on the 8. He lunged out for the tag on the shoulder. He's missed it. And Ryan Richardson scores right beside the post, taking the English side to 12 now with a kick to come. The English side 12, yes. Queensland 8. And we've got number 7 this time, Tom Halliwell. As Wayne Broadman, who's their normal kicker, is on the sideline. So Tom Halliwell to take the kick. Lines it up. I'm banking him to put this one over. Looks at the post. Looks at the ball, at the ball. Makes the run in, whacks it. And over she goes. Great conversion by number 7, Tom Halliwell. Takes the English side now to 14. The Queensland side 8. We have 19 minutes remaining in the first half. So we got one line. Queensland coach JJ on the sideline barking instructions, telling them one line, get up in one line there. Don't give them any chance to come one way or the other. But some quick play by the English side. Sees number 1, Nathan Collins, go away. He's got a lot of pay. Oh no, he's grabbed the wheel. They've got to him, and he played the advantage. I don't know all the rules, but I know you can't grab the wheel and pull them back. So number 4, Sebastian Bakara takes the hit up. That's great play. That's Hazel's second try, and that's his second try in the same corner that he scored his first try out there. Some great movement by the English side again. They got it onto the 6, onto Brown, onto Halliwell, Halliwell onto Hazel, and Hazel touches down in the far corner for try number 2, but it was all created by Nathan Collins, who showed a clean pair of wheels down the sideline. He just couldn't get there. He was held a couple of metres out. England got the penalty. They took a hit up, and they spun it out the back line, and Hazel scores in the far corner. And after an enterprising start by the Queensland side, the English side has worked their way into the game, and they now look to be on top with Tom Halliwell. Hit the first one, it's a little bit wider out this one, hit the first one really strongly. So Halliwell comes in again, he hits this one just as strong, but the referee says no goal. As we watch the replay again, a nice backline movement here. We go from the 6, we go to the 7 to the 10, untouched on the far corner. So that's the second time they've scored out there. The Queensland side will have to work on their numbers on the far side of the field. So Queensland, so that's 18-8 now. 18-8 with 16 minutes 40 to go. And some nice yards again, some nice elusiveness by Sebastian Bacara, who's been very, very good. Referee Tim says that's a penalty. Queensland, Zach Schumacher thought it was a penalty to Queensland. He didn't know what it was for, but it was a penalty to the English side. And you can see him in the back again. We can see Jack Brown and Tom Halliwell talking to each other, as well as James Hazel. They were the three that created that first try. They're talking again and saying, all right, what do we got here? So it's Sebastian Bacara with the ball. He gets it to Hazel. Hazel takes a solid and he loses it on the first tag. And Zach Shoemaker collects the ball. So all the planning has come to nothing for the English side. As Queensland now must make their way out of their own. That was Bailey McKenna, the try scorer for Queensland in the corner. Oh, lost it back. It's a fourth tackle. Queensland held. The defence of the English side now is very strong. Nice run by Bailey McKenna. Well, it's the last tackle. The kick finds touch. About 5 metres out. A couple of times Bailey McKenna's been shaking his wrist there. I think he got a bump a little bit earlier in the far corner. But he's going to soldier on. Goes to marker. Oh, got his hand up there. 6 to go, says Ben Cummins. Oh no, but it is 6 to go this time. Definite 6 to go. So, nice run by Jack Brown. He's showing a little bit of looseness since he's gone out there. And there, the English side's looking very good. Oh, that was Hazel. Takes a spill out there as he was looking for try number 3. Still a little bit of work to do. But, Queensland knock it back. No, it's not. It says knock on, says referee Tim. He says, so Queensland just struggling out. The English side now is looking very fast. The movement now, the elusiveness, and underneath the post, an easy try to Nathan Collins. Since he's got out there, he's looked very good, Nathan Collins. And the number 1, watch him here, boom, straight around there, sees the gap. Go to pull the tag off his shoulder there, he swings to the left, evades the tag pull, and scores under the post. Quite an easy try. And after Queensland looked very good early in the game, they've been the faster, the more clinical English team. As I keep saying, worked their way into the game, and now they looked well and truly on top. It's 22 points to 8, and Tom Halliwell, who missed the last one from out wide, I'm sure he's going to put this one over with ease. Hits it, and it's over. So 24 points now to the English side as we watch this try again. Look at the one, Collins gets the ball, evades him. Easy try underneath the post. Sebastian Bacara comes through, gives him a bit of a low 5 and says, good work, mate.
Focus, boys, back into the game. Let's go.
That's what you're out here for.
Nothing changes, boys. Keep going.
So we hear JJ barking instructions to the Queensland side. They've had some positive things from the kickoff. This time it was Collins who'd come across. He read that pretty good. Oh, he's pulled the tag off. The captain, Davin, might have put him Darren earlier, Davin the Brereton. Out wide. to 7, onto the 4, which is Sebastian Beccaro. I've called his name a hell of a lot of time, and he's doing a lot of work. Some solid hits. 6 to go, says the ref. That's the English trainer in front of me said it was 6 to go, and the ref says 6 to go, and he shows a clean pair of heels. Number 7, Tom Halliwell, under the post. So it's basically from the kick-off here again, and this England team are starting to show why as we watch it here. That was the 4, Beccaro who got it on to Halliwell, and he showed the clean pair of wheels, and Halliwell's in for try number 2 for him, I do believe, today. He's kicked the last 2, and this England team are starting to show why they're the second best team in the world behind the French team. So it's 28 points to 8 with Halliwell to line up this conversion. The last one was from under the post, and this one's from exactly the same spot. And Halliwell can basically blow this one over, I think. But he's taking his time, as all goal kickers do, even when it's in front, and he hits it. And over it goes from Tom Halliwell as we watch the replay again. It's the 4 onto the 7 there. Come across, but it's not quick enough. Tom Halliwell and the Queensland side after an enterprising first 15 minutes, have looked a little bit flat in this probably last 15 minutes. Going to have to work on that, but in saying that, probably the first 10-15 minutes, the English side hadn't worked their way into the game. They have now, and Sebastian Beccaro, he gets the ball from the kickoff. Slow play the ball, but solid fall by Tom Halliwell. There's a little bit of tangling, but Tom Halliwell back into the chair. Here they are. They're very quick. Very quick and elusive. And that was the 6 this time. That was Jack Brown onto the 4. Sebastian Beccaro. And here they go again. And this is 6. And that's a try to Jack Brown, who was down just 2 tackles earlier. And here it is. They're just very quick. Queensland just couldn't get across, and away go the English team. And that's their 3rd try in the last 5 or 6 minutes. So they're all over the top of the Queensland side at the moment. So as a couple of replacements. 5, Lewis King, I believe that's the first time he's off. Off comes James Hazel. Comes on, and the English bench looking very happy with themselves. Tom Halliwell kick for goal. Hope he's not getting paid per goal. The last 3 have been in front of the post. I'm sure if they are, he'll take it. So he looks at it and bangs it straight over the black dot. As we watch it again, a very easy try. Look at that, he just right around, and the old wrists, which get a workout in this wheelchair rugby league. And it's 36 points to 8 now. So that's it. Kicked off. Looked like to be getting a good bounce, but the 6 come across. Jack Brown. Look how quick this English team is. Look how elusive, and here he is again. But they've come across and cover this time, the Queensland. And that was Jack Brown. No, he hasn't been pulled yet. No, and the referee says yes. Look on the ground there. There's an orange tag. So you were. So get back. But look how quick the English team were. Jack Brown. He gets across the field very quick. We try a little backline movement onto the 1, And that's Nathan Collins. Again, scoring his second try. Here we go, the back one, 7. Halliwell to 4, Bakara to 1, Collins. And Collins, he doesn't put the ball down out wide there. He sees no Queensland defence coming back, so he said, I'll bring it around underneath the post. And as England now race to a 40 points to 8 lead over the Queensland side. So Halliwell, this is 4th one in front there. He can shut his eyes now and whack this over. So we've just a tad over 6 minutes remaining in the first half. And oh, he's missed it this time. I said he could shut his eyes and put it over. Maybe he did shut his eyes that time. And that's probably why he did put it. The first 3 he's hit nearly up to the top of the roof as he's put him over. No, and here he is. As he's coming off, the trainer comes on and says, what happened? He says, I went to hit it, hit the palm of my hand there and all that there. So I don't know whether he's missed a conversion. They've pulled him straight off. I'm sure they haven't there. They're just giving him a rest. As the Queensland team kicks off, and that's a great take by the 6, Jack Brown. Jack Brown. I spoke to the team before and I asked who one of their better players was, and they said their captain, number 6, Jack Brown. And since he's been out there, I can see why they put him. He's got pace, he's got elusiveness. Oh, here he is again. Got through. Oh, he got the ball. A great ball out to number 5, I believe, and that's Lewis King, who's just come onto the field not long, but it's all Jack Brown again. Oh, probably could have scored the try himself, but unselfishly throws it out to number 5, Lewis King. And he scores in the fast corner. But we won't see Halliwell kicking this time. It'll be back to our first kicker, who was Wayne Broadman. But Nathan Collins, he's looked lively since he's got out there as well. So we're back to Broadman. Has a look at the posts. Comes in, rushes in, he hits it. And the conversion is waved away. So as we watch the try again, it was a good take by Bakara on the Collins on to Brown, and Brown throws it out to 5, and that's Lewis King in. Conversion was unsuccessful. So just under 4 minutes remaining. The England team 44, the Queensland team 8. The Queensland team led 8-4. So obviously the English coach wasn't real happy with what he saw earlier there. He's obviously given him a little bit of a pep talk, and whatever he said, it's worked. Because they've raced in about 6-7 tries since then. And another great take by that man again, the 6, Jack Brown. Jack Brown, he seems to be the only man. As soon as he gets the ball, watch his shoulders, he dips in there. So as they go to pull it off, he swings to the left and the right. And here he is again. Oh, hang on. Oh, hasn't got it down. No video refs here in the wheelchair, as there's a little bit of a tangling between a Queensland player and an English player. They're all locked up. One of the wheels locked up, so they just click the wheel off. Get him back into his chair. That's the English captain, number 6, Jack Brown, and no injury. He gets back into the defensive line. And we play on. So here's Queensland. They haven't had much of the ball lately. It's been all England. And that's what the score says too. At 44 points to 8. Oh, great hands. They just can't find a way through here. The Queensland side. And here he is. Oh, hang on. Oh, he's got up there. He's going to fall, yes, but no. Oh, no, is there... I was going to say no injury, but no, no injury to Zach Shoemaker. So they're going for a kick on the early tackle as they send James Hill down, and James Hill gets the tag in the touch. Touch on the far side says that's in the touch, but it's English ball. We're just on 1 minute remaining. Can the Queensland side hold out? I'm sure they don't want them to get 50 in the first half. A little bit of a intertangling. That's the first tackle. They go for a tag. Oh no, they've pulled at the shirt. Nope. Referee says to Zach Shoemaker, you weren't the marker, so it's a penalty. They have a kick for touch, and that's a great kick for touch by Nathan Collins. And we're into the double digits. We're 35 seconds out. Can the Queensland side hold out, or will England bring up to 50 in the first half? First hit up comes through Sebastian Bakara. Puts it on to Broadman, on to Collins. And this is Collins' favourite side. That's a third try, I believe, to Nathan Collins. And he scored them all on this far side of the field with 12 seconds remaining. That's 48 now with a kick to come as we watch here. Broadman to Brown. Brown over the top to Collins. Collins brings it around, as he has done in every try that he has scored out here wide. He's brought it around. And that's 48. And can England put 50 on the board in the first half? It's up to Wayne Broadman to see whether they can. I would say he'll put this one over, but last time I said that, they missed it. So we'll wait to see. But he hits it. It's over. The halftime siren has gone. And the halftime score. Now England 50. Queensland 8. So the Queensland side, coaches JJ and Taryn McKenna, they've got a little bit to work on in the second half. The English team are very happy with their first half effort. We'll just take a short break now. We'll be back after the half time.
you get there, we're all behind you, and we're looking forward to the rest of the match. Look, this is an exciting sport. We're very pleased to be able to host it here in our region in Port Bay, and we're looking forward to, of course, the sport continuing to grow and continuing to get more players. But Terry, you probably got anything to say to mate.
Thanks, Mark.
Sorry?
All right, so we still have recess. I'd like to invite the Queensland to the board. We've had underway in the second half. Just a reminder, it is 50 weight to the next one at the moment. Please welcome both teams back onto the board for the second half of our international 50-year field.
Well, welcome back to the Morayfield Sports Centre. And I've got with me Martin Coyd, who's the chairman of the Wheelchair English Rugby League. Welcome to Australia, Martin.
Thank you very much indeed. It's a pleasure to be here.
And what did you take out of the first half? I thought you started a little bit slow, but by God, you come home hard.
Yeah, it was probably the worst opening to a game I can remember. First 10-15 minutes we were all over the place and not concentrating. I'm really pleased with the way the boys have picked it up. And got a real focus into that in the second period of the first half.
Yeah, well, I asked someone before the game who we should watch there, and they said Jack Brown. And Jack Brown, the last 20 minutes there, he got involved, and he looks like a great player.
Yeah, Jack's the best player that the game has seen for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, he's an incredible athlete. Here he is now. But the best thing about Jack is the type of person he is. He's just a great human. He's a great leader for our team and an ambassador for our sport wherever he goes.
Yeah, he just looks tough. He looks elusive there. He can swing the shoulders, but he's not the only one there. You've got Nathan Collins, who scored 3 tries in the first half. Sebastian Picara, who's taken a lot of hit-ups there. Wayne Broadman, who I thought was fantastic in the first 15 minutes.
Yep, they're all very different players. They all have different attributes to their game. And it's what makes this England team such a great team at this moment in time. We've got balance and great players right across the field. And the best thing is the way they complement and work with each other. They know each other's skills, and they're, we're on a journey towards the World Cup in 21 in England. And this Ashes tour is very much a part of that. And, with regards to our progress in Australia so far, we're about there where we should be. But we've got a lot of improvement left in us still.
So obviously you played North Queensland earlier in the week. Now you've got Queensland building up to a game against the Australian side later on.
Yeah, Townsville was just wonderful. The people of Townsville couldn't have been more welcoming towards us. We played a great game in a wonderful stadium up there. We just missed the Queensland try there, Bomber.
Queensland try, yeah. Anyway, we'll
get the replay.
We'll just watch it here on replay there. Great ball out wide, and the 3 for you, James Simpson. Unfortunately, couldn't wheel his way back in, and Bailey McKenna is over in the corner. Like I said, you're leading up to game against Australia. The second half, are they going to put on what they had in the first half, or do you expect them to ease off?
No, we'll be raising the bar again. But I just want to talk about Bailey McKenna. He played against us for North Queensland, and he had a fabulous game up there. And I was saying that the people were fantastic. The stadium was fantastic. Darren McKenna put on a great game, and it was the perfect start to our tour. We've travelled south to Brisbane, and again we've been made so welcome, and everybody wants to talk to us and learn about this great variant of rugby league, the wheelchair variant. You know, and here we are again, and Queensland have clearly come out determined to give us a game.
Well, that's what they did in the first half, but they got to last a little bit longer than 15 minutes of the second half. Well, anyway, thank you very much there. Welcome to Australia. Hope the rest of your tour goes very good, and we'll watch the second half.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Tom.
All right, thanks, Martin. That was Martin Coyd, the chairman of the English Wheelchair Rugby League, giving us his thoughts on the first half. While we were talking, as we've seen in there, Queensland were the first team to score. So the score is 50 points to 12 now in favour of the English team. So the word complete is being yelled out by the English side. I went down to the Queensland huddle, and the coach down there says, just watch Brown and King, the 6 and the 7 there. They're talking, they're telling the other players where to go. They're seeing the gaps there. We need to get the chair in front of them. We need to halt that. And some solid collision.
More of the same.
And
More of the same.
Tim Robinson, the referee says that's a knock on. It's Queensland ball. That's Zach Shoemaker taking the hit up. He's had a solid game for Queensland. Broadman makes that tag. Gets in front. Bad ball, but well picked up. The man we were just talking about, Bailey McKenna. He's new to the Wheelchair Rugby League, but hasn't taken him long to settle in, and he looks like a class player on the up. Obviously, the more experience he does get, the better he will get. And that's the man that some people regard as the best player in the world, Jack Brown. Oh, some solid contact out there. Wayne Broad. Here they go. This is number 2.
Come back.
Joe Coyd. And there's Brown beside the post. The referees come to confer. Thumbs up from Tim Robinson. Posts sway like they're going to fall over, but they don't. And it's a try to the captain, number 6, Jack Brown. As you can see him as he smashes into the posts. And look at that, we've got the chairman. We just had the chairman here on the thing, and there he is out on the field. He runs water as well, so I don't know whether you'd see too many chairmen of league out running water out onto the field, but there's the big man. So Wayne Broad, the Broadman. I don't know whether I've been saying Wayne Broad or Broadman, but anyway, it's Wayne Broadman. Wayne Broad, he was a good English cricketer. So Wayne Broadman hits it, and it's over. So conversion successful. As we watch the try again, Joe Coyd is there, takes the tap. There's Brown, right beside the post. The Queensland defence not quick enough to get their way across. Conversion successful. We got 33 and a half minutes remaining. It's 56 to 12 to the English side. Oh, great kick. Got a great bounce, but it's gone dead. The huddle down there said, we don't want that little one over the top. The English side have cleaned it up 4 times. So they said, don't kick to him. So they try something different. And the Queensland side makes the second tag, but here comes the wave of them again. And here's Brown through. They're not going to catch him. They're not going to catch him. And there he is under the post. Jack Brown, the try number 3, I believe. You can't give him an inch. He gets through there. You see him, we watched in the warm-ups there, he was a lot quicker than the rest of them, and he's just showing here again why he is classed as the best. And there he is. He's out there talking to one of his teammates there, number 5, Lewis King. Conversion just sneaks its way over by Wayne Broadman. And here it is. This was Lewis. That's it. The quick play the ball, sees the gap as Zach Shoemaker makes his way across the field there. And by the time he realised that the gap was big enough for Brown to go through, it was too late. And the solid wrists of Jack Brown sees him go over. So here it is. They've kicked off. Oh, solid contact between that's it. They've got to get in. The Queensland defence has got to get in front. They've just got to slow this down. That's it. That's what they need. Got to slow it down. They're just letting them go a bit too quick. That's it. Get in front of them. Take the contact. Look at him. Oh, great move, Brownlaw. And here's Wayne. But the defence comes across into Brown. The tag was pulled off. He said, Wayne Boardman, you passed it. The tag was pulled off. Otherwise, it could have been try time again to Brown. Puts the kick ahead, and it's gone dead. So that's what Queensland needed. They needed that little break in play to take a few breaths. We've got just on 30 minutes remaining. Solid contact. He's knocked to the ground. He's up quick, or relatively quick. Takes a quick tag, puts the tag back on, gets it all. Some great by James Hill that was. So that's the second tag. What have they got? This is Zach Shoemaker. A great run by Zach. Great elusiveness. There's a penalty. Went to pull the tag. He's pulled the shirt. And it's a penalty to Queensland. So that was a great run by Zach Shoemaker. Oh. Jack Brown. Solid hit on the James Hill. And he might be hurt this time. As they've come out before they do stand him up, them to making sure he is right. He gets hit onto his shoulder. So might have a little bit of a shoulder injury there. But he's up. He will continue. There's not too many soft players that play this wheelchair rugby league. And they don't want to come off either, so unless they really are hurt. So he plays on, and I'm sure he'll get back into the action. And here he is. Great ball, another great ball. But that's what to do. You've got to get in front of him. This is the last tackle. Hang on. There's a penalty. So a penalty to the English side. Brown kicks for touch. Finds touch right on the halfway line. Ball girl on the other side there. That's the ball. Jack Brown sends it off to Lewis King, says you take the first hit up. And here it is, look at Brown. He gets straight into the action. And no, they won't catch him again. This man, you're probably sick of hearing me call his name, but he's just in the action all the time, and here he is, takes the hit up a couple. Look at the swivel in the chair. Swivel in the chair, and here he is. He's just come off too onto the sideline there. Has a talk to Sebastian Bacara. Tells him, did you watch what I did out there? That's what I want you to do. And you're going out there now as Wayne Boardman to take the kick for goal. He hits it, hits the upright, goes over, and that now takes the English side to 68, I do believe. The board does change over now to 68. The Queensland side 12. So once again they started with a ray of hope in the second half, the Queensland side, but the English side has just stepped up another gear. And after 13 minutes, Brown gets a well-deserved break. So they're just very quick, this English side. That's it, look at up, down, put the tag on, take the thing. Here's Broadman, he drops it, well picked up by Zach Shoemaker. Queensland side just don't look as fluent with the ball, but they see a little bit of a break down the other side. Oh, solid contact, and the English player this time looks hurt. Might have hit the back of his head as we watch the replay. Hill makes it there. Bang, and he goes down on his shoulder on the side of the head. It's number 2, Joe Coyd. But like I said earlier, he's up. A little bit of water, rubs his shoulder. But it's a penalty to Queensland for the push. So what has Queensland got? They would like to get another try here. James Hill takes it, and Zach Shoemaker puts the tag back on. It doesn't go on there. Queensland, in he goes. Oh no, he's pulled off. Number 2, Joe Coyd. He was there. He had it off as he lunged for the line. Barney McKenna, he lunged for the line, but he. Oh, great ball. Oh, hang on, he's got it down. No, he says no. He had it out there. That was Lewis King. Zach Shoemaker. He's looking at the ref. The ball hit the ground. 2 refs will come over and convert the ball hit the ground. And it's a penalty. It's a penalty to Queensland. Fred Fallon come in from the far side. Some great contact by Wayne Boardman. Hang on, he's got it lunged it. Oh no, hang on. Ref Tim Robinson calls him back and says no. You're tagged out here. The play couldn't continue. The English defence very strong. Very, very, very strong. Queensland throwing a lot at him. Great inside ball. Oh, magic ball inside, but Tim Robinson says it wasn't magic, it was forward. Wow. Let's watch this again. It might have went forward, but give him a try, Tim. Look at it. Great ball back inside. And what could have been a great try to, well, it was a great ball from James Hill. So, all goes to nothing again. It was a great play by the Queensland side. Very good crowd in here at the Morayfield Sports Complex to watch this game between the English side. Great ball, great contact. You've just lost it. Joe Coyd, you've just lost it. And referee says, well, I don't know whether he heard me or was going to call it, but we both agree it was a knock on by the English team. Now it's the Giles Harris. James Hill getting themselves well involved. Great ball to Zach. He gets thought it was one putter from that side, but it was from the other side, Zach Shoemaker. Queensland just can't get their way through. This defence is very, very solid from the English team. That's about the fourth tackle. Queensland, they come to the left, they put it through. Oh, it's just a little bit too long, otherwise could have been a try in the corner to Bailey McKenna. He was getting his way through there pretty quick. The ball just went a little bit too long. And this team is just picking up something that's fallen off the front of his wheelchair. He says, I'm right now. So the ball goes out to a 5, Lewis King. Oh, some great ball, great. Hang on, ball's touched forward, says the referee. Pulled it up, but some great contact out wide there. The Queensland boys throwing it at the English side out wide there. They just got to get in front of them. That's it. Oh, some great contact. Here they got the little bit of an overlap. The ball gets out to the 2. That's Joe Coyd. The defence comes across. Very good. Oh, it's a penalty. That's a penalty. The water runner here from the English side has a little bit to say there. Tim Robertson puts him in his place and tells him to zip it, son. It's a penalty to England. Oh no, he's grabbed his shirt. I don't know whether he's playing an advantage or not, just to see. I think they've had the advantage now. That's Joe Coyd. Hands were coming in everywhere on him then. Orange tags all getting picked up. Goes to the 7, which was Tom Halliwell, onto the 3. And the 3 is James Simpson. So, as they pick up the tags, it was a great constructed play by the English side. As the get the replay up in a minute of that try, but it was well constructed, that try by the English side. They took a couple towards the post, and then they worked their way back across the other side, and the hands were there. It was 2-on-1 through the dummy to the winger, and the winger as we have some rolling subs for the Queensland side. We're playing gridiron here, I think. We got as the kick for goal is successful.
No, run it.
Successful by number 7, that is, Tom Halliwell. Converts it, taking the English side to 74, the Queensland side to 12. And as they do in gridiron, 5 players off, we put 5 players back on. So,
You guys got the last 10. Good work.
so we got some fresh players out onto the field for the Queensland side, all 5 of them. And what do they got? Can they hold them for the 6 tackles? They haven't really held them for the 6 tackle. They've either got a penalty or they've scored a try like this. There's a gap. He's pulled it off. The captain, Davin Bretherton, says, I pulled it off. Come back here. And it's a great break here made by Tom Halliwell. Halliwell gets it on to a absolutely flying number 4, Sebastian Bacara. Sebastian Bacara goes over for a try. As we watch the replay here, it was quite easy. Tom Halliwell gets it on to Bacara, and Bacara shows a clean pair of wheels straight underneath the post there and scores with ease, taking them now, the English team, to 78 with a kick to come. Queensland 12. So the man that created the try, Halliwell, he will take the kick for goal. He takes the kick for goal. He created it. He puts it over. So Halliwell puts it over, and now the English side are now 80. The Queensland team 12.
Come on, boys.
So the Queensland side to kick off. We've got 16 minutes remaining. They would like another try on the board. But this English defence, it has been awesome. Except for probably the first 10 minutes, like the chairman Marty Coyd said there. They've worked into this game. Great contact. It's a Queensland ball. Queensland bench clapping. Coach JJ very happy. But they just haven't found a way through this defence, this English defence. They've gone to the left. They've gone to the right. And it's a penalty. It's a penalty to England. Every time Queensland get down here, they just can't make their way anywhere near the try line. They make it hard on themselves. But watch the English team, as they make their way upfield. This is James Hazel. Hazel gets it on to the 5, Lewis King. Actually, yes, Lewis King back to Hazel. Hazel takes the third tag, sorry. 7, Tom Halliwell gets hit very hard. And the 2, he looked like he was going to go out wide. Joe Coyd throws a bit of a dummy and he goes in underneath the posts. So let's watch the replay here. It's all 7 to Coyd. Coyd comes back in. He's evaded. He got the overlap. The winger on this far side comes across, throws a dummy and scores underneath the post. Just free float it to the try line, and we're back to Halliwell. And we have a punctured tyre out there. I don't know whether you heard it over the speakers. As Halliwell takes the kick for goal. The 7. Comes in, bangs it into the crowd. The hands go up. And the replacement. I'm not sure Queensland will be happy with the replacement. They got the flat tyre. He comes off. Who comes on? Jack Brown. So they were hoping that tyre didn't go down. But anyway, it's 86-12 here to the English side. Oh, great ball over the top. Brown out to the winger. The Queensland defence comes across, but too much pace. Too much pace. And it's a try to Lewis King, the 5. Lewis King has been very strong out wide. He's just stayed out wide. And it's King's on the try. I don't know whether that's his second try or his third try. Moving England to 90, Queensland 12. As we have a kick for goal here by the man of the match, well, the man of the match in my eyes anyway, the number 6, Jack Brown. He's not going to roll in, he's just going to stand there. This is his way of putting it over. He hits it, and it's over. So you don't have to roll in and hit him, you can just stand there and whack him over. That's exactly what he did. As we watch the try again, as Lewis King, too much pace down the far sideline, moving England now to 92, Queensland 12. So we just haven't got a ball. There it is, the ball's come back to the crowd. Someone in the crowd maybe wanted to take it home, but it's come back out. Got 2 balls on there now. Queensland's turn to kick off. 11 minutes remaining, 92-12 to this very strong English team, ranked second best in the world. They're not second best in the world for no reason, and they're showing it here tonight. Why they are, with some great play. There's Jack. Again, unbelievable play. So they're into 96. Just get a bit of flack calling them the second best in the world. I was told that they were, but the trainer says no, we're the best in the world. So, and they're showing it. So a little bit of bad information given to me, thinking I was told that they were the second best, and they're not happy with that. They're the best in the world, and this performance tonight shows why they are the best in the world. Another try to their flying captain, Jack Brown. It takes him up to 96 with a kick to come to Jack Brown. Looks like he's going to convert his own try. And he does. Straight over the black dot. So as we watch the try again, the gaps are just opening up in this Queensland team, and when they open up, Jack Brown is taking advantage of this. And England now 96, Queensland 12. So short kickoff, finds touch. Queensland side, can they hold them under 100? I don't think they can. Queensland side, there's a lot of gaps in the Queensland side, and this English team is taking full advantage of it. And here it is. It's making yards after yard. That was 4, Sebastian Bakara. Here they go to 2. The ball spills back, 6 to go to Bakara, and he will take the first tag this time. And then it's off to number 5, Lewis King, who takes the hit up. Lewis King on to Joe Coyd. Joe Coyd is tagged on the second. Lewis King on the third. Where are they heading? They're heading the far side. Bakara's caught on the third. On the fourth, they put a little kick through. It's gone too far. The Queensland defence holds out this time. So Queensland with just under 8 minutes remaining. Have to try and make their way over the halfway line. That's their first tag. Here they come. And the tag by Brown gets it off. Another great ball in there, and they're over the halfway line. That's the third. As England look to make a change, they look to bring on their flying number 1, Nathan Collins. And that's a penalty. The ball was there. You just reef the ball out of him. It's not allowed. Ref Tim Robinson says move back. Queensland have a kick for touch. They do kick for touch. They find touch. They haven't been down here very much in the second half. So let's see if they can penetrate the English defence. That's a first tag. They're just not as quick with the ball as the English team are. And he's in the touch. On the far side, that was James Hill. So it's an English ball. And Queensland must defend again. And on goes Nathan Collins. Off comes number 5, Lewis King. Great tag by Zach Shoemaker on the English captain, number 6, Jack Brown. No. It's a penalty. It's a penalty to Queensland. So here's their chance again. We have a kick for touch. A fine touch. And with just under 6 minutes remaining, the English team 96, the Queensland team 12. There's the first tag. Nobody gets through Brown, and nobody has today. There's the second tag. Second tag. You've got to put the tag back on. Ball comes out. Queensland spill it. It's a knock on. English ball. And what do they got? They got number 4, Sebastian Bakara, to take the first. And there's a wheel problem. And then off comes. It's actually 98 points to 12, not 96. On comes James Simpson. Off goes Sebastian Bakara with a tyre injury. But it's an English ball. 4.5 minutes remaining. Oh, great elusiveness there. Some great work by James Hazel. Some solid defence out wide. 2 orange tags pulled off both shoulder. There they go. Collins to Brown. Oh, great tag. James Hill. They put a chip up. Collins gets it back. Hazel. Oh, would have been a great try. I'd say Brown would have scooted for the corner and scored. But it all comes to no avail as the ball goes into touch. Penalty to Queensland. The far side, Fred. Fella. Ball comes back in. We've got just over 3 minutes remaining. Here they go. Queensland haven't put much pressure on except for the first try in the first couple of minutes. The English team has looked very, very strong, very, very fast, led by this man Brown, but he's had some great partners in crime. The whole team basically, they've all pulled their weight out there. Collins has been good. He scored about 3 or 4 tries. Hazel scored 3 or 4 tries. Brown, I think, scored 3 tries himself. Joe Coyd scored tries. Bakara scored. So the English team, they throw it around. Oh, bit of a falcon. The ball goes off, and that man, Jack Brown, races for the corner and scores. So I think taking him now to 102. Let's watch this. Was it a falcon? As they kicked the ball forward. It was a falcon, straight off James Hill's head. The ball bounces up. Jack Brown, who's probably the quickest player out on the court, he collects it. And we now have the English team over the century mark, 102, with a kick to come from the try scorer, Jack Brown. Queensland 12. We've got 2 minutes remaining. Brown will just line it up. He won't wheel anywhere. Just put his fist behind it and give it a whack. Just move to the side. Gets his fist behind it. Takes a couple of breaths. Looks at the ball, gets his hand behind it. Swings it back, hits it, and it's over. Right from the touchline. What can't this man do? As we watch the Falcon try again off his head. Brown gets it, and it's shut the gate. Queensland cover coming across. Another noise, another flat tyre. So it's 104 now, I do believe. $104 now to 12 with 44 seconds remaining. So we've got 30 seconds remaining in this game, and then we'll just have a little bit of an overview of how the game went. I've got the Australian manager with me just after full time. So it's 104 to 12 with 13 seconds remaining. This English defence has been very, very, very strong. Queensland started well in the first half and well in the second half, but they just haven't been able to hold this very strong English team. And there's the full-time siren, the full-time score. England 104, Queensland 12. I'm joined now in commentary for review on the game by the Australian manager, Dave Nugent. What did you see in that game?
Oh, look, a very skillful side has actually put on a clinic here tonight, and I think all in attendance can be amazed at the skill, the speed, the elusiveness of some of these players from the Northern Hemisphere. We look forward to the Test series to come.
Well, obviously, through the commentary, we spoke a lot about Jack Brown, and some people say he's the best in the world. On tonight's performance, he is the best in the world.
Oh, look, it's hard to argue, Anthony. I mean, there wasn't a bad player amongst the English, but he was certainly a standout. There were others, Nathan Collins in jersey 1, Sebastian Bashara was heavily involved. Jack, obviously. Ryan Richardson, the big number 8, started the game on fire. Didn't see much of him in the second half, but he set the game alight in that first half. Yeah, there wasn't too many that you couldn't say weren't setting things on fire, and a great preparation for the English moving forward.
So obviously, leading into the Test series, some of these Queensland players are in the Australian side, and some of them did have some good games tonight. I was very impressed with Bailey McKenna.
Absolutely, Bailey's one of our developing players. He was involved with the Australian squad in the preparation for the series next week. Unfortunately, didn't make the final 10 for the Ashes Test series, but he's definitely a player of the future. There were 3 or 4 Australian players on display out there this evening, our co-captains in Bear Bretherton and Sean Hari, James Hill and Zach Schumacher. They were fantastic and led from the front where they could, but they were really up against a red-hot side.
So obviously leading into the series there, hopefully you saw something out there to take on to the Australian coach there, how to try and stop the Jack Browns, the Lewis Kings and Nathan Collins. They're very quick with the wheels, aren't they?
Absolutely, and I know our coach, he's on holidays, he's watching from overseas intently, and he would have taken a lot away from this evening's viewing. You know, if I can add a bit, we've got to get players in front of these English, and we've got to stop their momentum. They're too quick, too skillful, too strong in places.
And when is the test match?
We've got it. The first one is Monday night in Sydney, and the second final test is the Wednesday night in Wollongong. So our viewers can both watch them. If they can't make them to the test series, they're free entry. So if you can get there, please do. I'd love the atmosphere, but if you can't, you can watch them on Facebook.
All right, thank you very much, Dave, for joining us. Well, thank you very much for all our listeners who are listening. Thank you to the Morayfield Sports Complex. Thank you to our referees, Tim and Fred. Thank you to everyone, like I said, for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you very much.